So now I decide to change my way of going about the situation. So I try just kind of letting her think about the corner, letting her stand in it, gently asking her to move in and out of it, backing around it. You know, all my energy was really low, trying to make her move less, you know, letting her patiently think about it and see if that just being around the corner and the scary noise of the trees and realizing nothing bad ever happened to her. No tiger jumped out, no tree fell down. She never got hurt in any of this process. But even after that, 5, 10 minutes of that work, she never, I mean, she got a little better, but it wasn't better enough for me, So I decided that what I was doing there was not quite working. So I'm going to try a change of plan. And that's really important to do in your work with horses is that, you know, they call it insanity when you do the same thing all the time and expect a different response. So I'm, like I said in the beginning of the earlier video, is I was watching her and trying to figure out what a good plan would be because I wasn't quite sure yet. I have to kind of feel her out, see how she's reacting before I start reacting. So here I decide my new plan is to really get her to pay attention to me. So what I'm going to do is make her move her feet around a little bit more. Not crazy, but enough that she's paying attention to me. So I'm going to ask her to change a direction. There, she was pretty upset about it. She's like, I don't know how to do that if I'm freaking out about the trees. So my goal is to get her to have a calm change of direction. So every time I change direction, I lift the directing hand and I maybe swing my lead rope in the to her haunches. So I'm going to show that part again because here she wasn't stopping for me to change direction. So I kind of yanked her and I was like, hey, no, you better pay attention. But she also doesn't get to run off. I want her to walk. So I'm going to change direction again. Yep. And look how calm I change direction in my body. Look, I gently take the lead rope in my left hand, raise it, and then raise my right hand towards her haunches. And the walk was a little better there. So my goal is not to get her more anxious, but to get her zone in on me. Now, if I did this really angrily or really excitedly, I don't think that would make her calm down. It would make her move her feet, absolutely. But would it make her want to pay attention to me and be less scared? I want her to be less scared. So I want her to gain confidence in me and me reward her calm behavior. That was a little bit better, much calmer. Good. And I'm just going to keep changing direction around this corner so that her ears stay on me and not in the trees. You can see there, she's still paying attention to trees. Now she's looking at me. Atta girl. Yep. That's a much better walk. Good. Yep. And she's getting a little better about the change of direction. Not perfect. And again, here she's really paying attention to the trees and not me. Change direction again. Good, much calmer. Again, I want her to pay attention to me and not get more frightened. Doing the change of direction there was really hard for her because as she turned away from the corner, that's where she's scared, is when her butt is towards the corner and she can't see what's going on anymore. So you can see her head really raised. Let's show that again. This change of direction, as soon as she turns away, look how upset she got. And she's really nervous and tense again. But I'm just going to keep my energy low and keep asking her to do the change of direction. If you notice, there was much calmer and she's licking and chewing. Let's show that part again. After this change of direction, watch her mouth. There she's licking and chewing. There she realized it's okay. She gained a little confidence. And again, really nervous going away from the corner that direction. So I'm just going to have to keep working on it. Because how am I going to ride this corner if I can't even hand walk her through it? How the heck am I supposed to, if I'm doing a test, at a show and she's spooking in a corner, how the heck am I supposed to come out of that corner on the diagonal and do 15 ones? I don't think I could. I think we would be galloping with our head up out in the air out of that corner. So this part is really important to do on the ground with your horse, is to figure out what it is that you can do to help them gain confidence and learn to be calm in a situation that is difficult. There was a much better walk. But again, I'm just going to ask her to change direction. Good. Not perfect. She was a little resistant, but she still did it pretty calmly. And that was a much better walkthrough. and a much better turn. Very happy with that. Girl, so I'm getting a little bit of a reward myself by seeing that what I'm doing is working a little bit. Good. You can see her ears are more towards me, not all the time, but because I'm doing a lot of the change of direction, her ear, at least one ear, tries to be on me more often because she's trying to pay attention to what I'm doing. And she's getting much calmer in her walk. And now I'm going to allow her to trot on. That was me asking her. And this I use as a reward. Again, because she's a forward horse and doing a lot of change in direction puts a lot of energy in her hind end. And sometimes it's good just to let them do something that's easy for them. Like when I let them walk away on a circle after I do turns on the forehand and turns on the haunches. This is a reward for her, this trotting off. Because she had been so good in the last couple turns and walks in the corner, I'm going to let her trot out of it calmly. And now back to work. Yep. And again, she's a little paying attention to trees, still a little anxious, but improve. There she's spooking. Again, it happens. She's not going to be perfect every time. But in general, I want her nature to become calmer. And I'm going to keep working on that. Clearly, moving out of the corner is still pretty scary. There's a better walk into the corner. You can see her ears on me. Good. I'm going to ask her to change direction. One of her ears, they're still a little back at the trees, but that walk away was calmer. And I'm going to let her trot. Again, as soon as she made an effort to walk away calmer, that's when I give a reward, like trotting away, or maybe I'd walk up to her and pat her. Not a girl. And then I asked her to walk. And there she's a little tense doing that in the corner. Again, not perfect. So I'm going to ask her to change direction again. Good. Much better there. Look at her ear. It's at me. Excellent walk away. I'm very happy with this. And you can see she's looking and chewing again. See if we can see that. Good. Yeah, super. Yep, her ear is on me. Good. And she's looking and chewing there. Good girl. Yeah, and I'm super happy with this right now. If I remember correctly at the time, I was also very happy. Again, she's looking away a little bit. She'd prefer not to be, but look how much calmer her walk is. Look how much calmer her walk is going through the corner. Really, really nice. I'm very happy. I'm going to change direction. Not perfect, but still her ear is on me and the walk is calm. Yeah, really well done. And here I try something different, and we're going to watch it again, and it might not be noticeable to you. I'm going to start from here. Watch my body. So what did I do? I slowed myself way down. So here I'm walking, and I think, what if I lower my energy even more? Here's where she starts getting anxious. She's already raising her head. We've seen now for, 10, 15 minutes that she always raises her head and gets anxious coming out of the corner this way. So I'm going to try something different. I am going to lower my energy even more and be even more calm. Take deep breaths and look at the reaction in her. That was significantly improved. So there, I got rewarded for doing something that improved her behavior. She rewarded me. Yep, and I'm going to try it again. Let's see, can I do it again? Really, really good. And I'm going to end my session here. I'm going to walk up to her, say that was fantastic. 2 walk around the corner where she did not raise her head and spook. I think that is a success. And I think what is most important is, what can we do, right? Is it always the horse's fault? I finally had the idea of, what can I do? Because consistently, even when I let her stand in the corner for, and let her look, even when I moved her all over, did lots of change of direction, those things kind of worked, but they weren't successful every time consistently. But when I lowered my energy like that and really brought myself down, and again, how much different was it from how calm I was the rest of the work time? I was pretty calm. I wasn't crazy with my hands or quick with my feet, but just that difference to her in going from calm to super calm, You could see the difference in her reaction. I'm going to watch it again. When has she ever walked around the corner like that in all of this time that I've shown these videos? So there, I'm going to end my session. I'm going to say, I learned something. My horse responded to me the way that I wanted it to respond. This was excellent. I learned something about my horse and about myself. And that, I think, is what is most important about groundwork, is what can you learn about your horse, and most importantly about yourself and how you affect your horse.